Great morning, Facebook family. Here to invite you guys out to a cup of coffee this morning to get our week started off right, to get our day started off right. Just getting things set up so I can communicate with you a little better here. Go ahead and if you're joining in, share it on your page. We're gonna get our 7 minutes of strategy in this morning. Y'all feeling good? Had a great weekend. Of course, everybody that's been joining in, I'm inviting you out to a sexy cup of coffee. Well, we know in the beginning of our day, in the beginning of our week, we just want to dig into some strategies that can help us better meet those goals that we have in our mind. You know, whether we've written them down or whether we, think about them or we just have an overall idea of what we're about to do. Sometimes to get through some of these difficult situations that life throw our way, we need strategies so we can jump in and get the most out of our day. For everybody that's been joining in, we know that a sexy cup of coffee is about your social level, your education level, and your communication level, and how it ultimately affects your income level. Your influence level, which also affects your income level. And so having an understanding of these different elements, it let you know what you need to adjust to get the most out of whatever situation you're in. It's not your boss's fault. It's not your coworker's fault. It's not your business partner's fault. If I can find which element inside of myself is off, I can fix the situation. So it's about me taking ownership. And that is our SEC, exponentially equals I, which is basically, it's our sexy cup of coffee. And if you haven't joined in, you can go to terrellmonger.com. You can answer a few of the questions. Check out your overall sexy level as far as your day. It's called your sexy score. But anyway, today's strategy is what I want to jump into. It really falls up under the communication level. It's kind of all three of them, but I just want to deal with the communication level. The communication level is based upon taking my natural thoughts and emotion and articulating them or translating them into an environment where it is accepted and understandable in the environment that I am in. Taking what's inside of me and putting it out into the world so that I can get what I want. Communication is talking, it is listening, it is energy, and it's the overall projection. What does your body, what does your presence say when you enter into a room? And the strategy I want to share with you today is transitional thinking. Transitional thinking. That's the ability to act and think now in the way that I want to live or be in the future. It is whatever I want in life, I start acting like it now. Whether I have the resources or not, whether I have the connections or not, I fix my mind to be that person now so I can create that person in the future. Now, how that practically applies to me and where I am, I started out working in a warehouse. I was working in a warehouse. I was making like $7 an hour. I was boxing and unboxing computers, but I saw this guy walk by, man. He had on his nice little khaki pants. He had on his button-down shirt, and he had a clipboard in his hand, and he looked like he was doing something important at the company. And I said to myself, I'm boxing and unboxing computers right now, but that's the position I want to be in one day. So, of course, I was out there in t-shirt and jeans and boots and looking like a person that's working on the dock loading trucks, right? But when I saw a vision of what I wanted to be, man, I went out, I got some more jeans. I went and got a button-down shirt. There's not much difference in a polo shirt. There's not much difference in a polo shirt than a t-shirt, except that it has collars. So I got a nice little polo shirt, had my nice little jeans, I had my pants tucked in. I went and got some new steel-toe boots on the dock, still prepared, but looking different. And when I started coming to work, everybody started calling me pretty boy. Oh, he trying to be all cute. He trying to be all nice. No, I got a vision of where I wanted to be. So even though I was still loading trucks, I was acting out that vision in my head. people making fun of me, people not used to the change, but I can hold my own. I can check with the best of them. I'm from South Memphis, so it's all good. They could check, I could check back, but that's the communication level as well. But anyway, so basically, I started acting in that moment the way I wanted to be in the future. Now, I can go through a whole list of details, but I can tell you in a year and a half, I was the supervisor of the whole line. I went from boxing and unboxing computers to working in hardware to working in software to I was running the whole floor because I started acting in that moment what I wanted to be in the future. So how does this apply to you? Whatever job you have, if it does not match what you have in your head, you have to tell yourself this is temporary. Whatever situation I'm in, this is temporary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the position I'm in, I'm going to use the spot I'm in to get to where I need to be. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start showing up to work on time. I'm going to start doing my work. I'm going to start asking whoever is supervising me or managing me at the moment for more work. I'm going to show my worth. And when they see that I can do the things that I can do on the level that I'm in, I have an opportunity to create the future that I want. And even if it's not at that company, now I have more experience. I know how to interact with people. I don't talk to them like they're my boss and I'm their worker. No, I talk like we are colleagues. This is my position. This is your position. I'm going to respect the position that you're in because I plan to be in that position one day. And when I'm in that position, I want people to respect me the way I'm respecting you in your position. Let's get the thought of boss out of your mind. Let's get all that out of your mind. What you're doing, you're charting your future. And I'm treating the people in that position the way I want people to treat me when I get in that position. So transitional thinking, it is about taking the spot that you're in and using all the resources in that spot to start thinking and acting like you're going to be in the future. And that is your communication level as we have this sexy cup of coffee. You're going to, what is your present saying when you enter the room, when you do your work? Let your work speak for you. That is part of your communication level. Let your work ethic speak for you. And then it may not show up on your resume, but somebody that you run into may take your name into a room that you'll never be able to go in and say more about you than your resume ever could because you were faithful to the spot that you are in. So that's your Monday morning motivation. That is how you start your week off. You're going to operate in transitional thinking. You're not going to wait until you hit the lottery to start acting like you know you're supposed to act. You're not going to wait until you get the big title or position to start acting like you're supposed to act. You're going to act like it now so you can create it in the future. So we all know this is about your social level, your education level, and your communication level because it will ultimately affect your influence level. And your influence level creates your income level. So go to TerrellMunger.com, check out your sexy score, see how you're acting today. Brother, Pastor Glasper, I see you in the house, man. I see you popping up every now and then. I can't see all of them, but I see you, brother. Thanks for joining in this morning. But go and check your overall sexy score. See how influential you're being in the day. Go to TerrellMunger.com. It's right at the top. You can check it out. But the reason I'm giving you these strategies is because the future you have in your heart is the one that you have the ability to create in your life, okay? So whatever you do today, make it meaningful, make it impactful, make it personal, and above all, make it sexy. Go create what you want.